Venezuela's government has published brand new textbooks it calls the Bi-centennial Collection. The books highlight the country's 200 years of independence. They also glorify the late President Hugo Chavez. As millions of copies make their way into public schools, critics say the books will be used to indoctrinate students. CCTV's Markovits reports from Caracas.
It doesn't take long to flip through textbook pages and come across a picture of former President Hugo Chavez with captions that read, "Chavez commands here," or "Supreme Commander of the Bolivarian Revolution." But for Mariano Herrera, the head of the Cultural and Educational Research Center in Caracas, Chavez supporters are rewriting history.
In the history section, there are 36 pages dedicated to Chavez's rule. But for all the presidents who ruled in the 20th century, there are only 8. That's historical manipulation.
Nearly 6 million students in 80% of the schools across the country have received the free textbooks. It is something that has infuriated Venezuela's opposition, who sees the textbooks as a form of political propaganda and indoctrination.
Unfortunately, the government is mistakenly using these books as political propaganda. Nowhere in the world is a president allowed to write, "I am the best leader in history and everyone else was bad."
The books have struck a chord in this highly polarized country that has seen widespread political unrest against Chavez's successor and protege, President Nicolas Maduro. Government supporters say they are correcting the textbooks that have been written by previous administrations that had a more pro-capitalist view.
Indoctrination is a key principle for teaching. During the Fourth Republic, while the right was in power, they also indoctrinated people. I was born then, but I never stopped going to school because of it.
Despite criticism over content, government officials like to point out that under Chavez, public education greatly expanded to include most of the poor as school enrollment shot up by almost 20%. Markovits, CCTV, Caracas.